YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Hey, if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit the notification bell every time I post up new content. As y'all see, I got the grandbaby here. Say hey. Hi. All right. So before I actually really get into to the topic, uh, tomorrow tomorrow's a very special day for me. Uh, it'll be the 1st of April. I'll turn 49 years old, right? And y'all already know how I feel about April 1st, not just because it's my birthday, but it's just for the simple fact that it is indeed the um, first month of the year, not January. And just like what I've said in times previous, if you actually really don't believe what I'm saying, then go read Exodus, the 12th chapter, where it actually says that, and Yahweh said God said unto Moses that this month will be the beginning of months unto you. And then you go over there and read Exodus. Stop now. If you go over there and read Exodus 13:4, it actually already gives you the month. You translate it. It's April 1st. And if that don't get you, uh, just know that you go and look in any newspaper, go to the horoscope section, and what zodiac sign is always first? Aries, right? But enough of that. 3010. No, you don't. I smell bleach. Yeah, because I mopped over there, and I got the corner real good over there. So, so in our case, people. So Chris Rock makes his first appearance after the so-called slap that was heard and seen around the world, right? Mm-hmm. And I already done told y'all about how I feel about that particular slap, right? Uh, it was bullshit at best, right? Because, like I said, for one, don't no man slap like that, don't no woman slap like that, right? And it was all bass, no treble whatsoever, right? And for those y'all seen y'all seen slapping contests. Well, they actually really slapping pretty hard. What do okay? I'll take care of that. So in our case, right? It was nonsense, right? And then it was just for the simple fact that it was almost like not even 24 hours later, since you just want to be in it, right? Come on. Not even 24 hours later, right? They had T-shirts of Will slapping Chris Rock. Hey, keep my wife's name out your bleepity bleep mouth, right? And then not too long after that, Chris Rock, his concert tickets went from $40 to $400. But just know that there's a common number there. The number four, right? Which, for the most part, this is one of those Masonic numbers. Will Smith and Chris Rock, they are actors. Chris Rock being a comedian more than an actor, right? But just know that a lot of this stuff a lot of this stuff gets taught, you know, and once you actually really get into acting, right? So this is actually really nothing new for these two, right? But the one thing that nobody's actually really talking about here, right? I mean, yeah, a lot of people saying, okay, well, Will Smith won Best Actor because of the role that he played. He played Venus and Serena Williams' father, right? I think they called the movie King Richard, whatever the case may be, right? Now they actually really talked about it. Now, for those of y'all, right? For those of y'all that, for the most part, that think the exact same way that I think, right? There's been a lot of questions about the Williams sisters, right? Because you look at them, or if you look at Serena, right? She's a hell of a lot bigger than the average female tennis player. Hold on, go on in there. I'll be in. Pop, come get you in a minute. Okay. All right. She's a lot bigger than the average female tennis player, right? And then even Serena herself has came out and said, I've been under so much scrutiny. They always want to test me, and the tests always come back that, hey, I'm a woman. Okay, well, again, we all know how the song may go on that, right? But see, this is the one thing that everybody's not talking about here, right? I'm the crazy uncle for a reason. Because I can sit up here and we can talk about the slap all doggone day long. I already told you how I felt I already told you how I feel or how I felt about the slap. And then whether it was built, put like this, whether it was built up, like I said, again, I talked about that already. Right? But what I'm saying is that if you look at Will Smith's work from the days of him rapping to the days of the Fresh Prince and all his little mannerisms that he did, especially when he got knocked so-called silly, right? To the movie 6 Degrees of Separation, to how he actually really turned out his own son on Ellen DeGeneres kissing that boy in the mouth, right? And up until his latest and greatest, right? The shit that he won an Oscar for, right? And just like I said, right? This is the entertainment industry, regardless of motherfucking division. This is the entertainment industry. Megan, I don't put nothing past none of them motherfuckers. Y'all already know how I feel about a lot of things, right? So, again, you can say that I'm insinuating. All what I'm telling you is this, right? We've all heard what's been put out there. And a lot of it we've actually really seen with Will Smith. A lot of it we've just, let's just say that we've heard and seen a lot of stuff that went down with Will Smith. A lot of stuff, at least for me, right? I've only really heard. I actually really have seen with Serena Williams. I mean, here's a woman that's bigger than me, or just as big as me, right? And you act really, you tower over other female tennis players, right? And so, again, this actually really goes into something, not to say something new, but the thing about it though is this: the latest and greatest right now is this Leah Thomas, formerly known as William Thomas. He's the latest and greatest to actually really make the so-called transition over, right? Because as a man, he was 462. He had a ranking of 462 as far as like as a male swimmer, right? But he made the transition. Baseball bat and 2 balls, right? You know, and now he's motherfucking number 1, right? But here's the deal. It, you know, again, you know, it ain't really about you being motherfucking transgender, because I've already said that there's no such thing as a transgender, right? Because not only the skeleton, the inner man will always tell the truth, as well as muscle, as well as muscle, right? So no matter how much pills you take or whatever, ain't nothing gonna change the fact that your ass was born a male, and guess what? You gonna always be a male. But then again, I could be like, okay, well, ain't nobody saying shit about Serena. Consider if indeed that's the case, which I'll be the first one to tell you, I actually really think that it is, right? Ain't nobody saying shit about her. Now, am I defending old boy or old girl or whatever the fuck he called himself? No, I'm not. But the thing about it though is this. Caitlyn Jenner started this shit off, right? Or let's just say that when the powers that be, or the powers that shouldn't be, took homosexuality off of the books or declassified it as a mental disorder way back in 1973. That just let you guess what? You just gave every motherfucking body the green goddamn light to actually really do that, and then push this rainbow bullshit, right? And these motherfuckers right to this day, they really don't actually really know what the rainbow actually really means, or what it actually really represents. But they use this though. They use the rainbow for whatever reason, right? But my whole deal is this, people. Everybody was focused on the bullshit slap. See, hear that treble, right? That's treble all doggone day long. You didn't hear that with the slap, right? So that within itself, which should make you say, "Hey, guess what? That's bullshit." So, but like I said, what everybody is not talking about, it's almost like that shit what they said on Half Baked when Killer, the dog, died, right? And they motherfucker, they was like, well, I believe it's a little bit more complex than that. So with this whole so-called bullshit slap, it happened Sunday, right? It's a lot more going on with that slap. even than what everybody is talking about. You know, everybody will say, "Oh, well, that was build up. Will had build up." Listen, people, ain't nothing wrong with Will. Ain't nothing wrong with Will because the motherfucker laughed after he slapped Chris Rock. So where the fuck is the build up at? And then like what Skip Bayless said, talking about, oh, well, maybe he thought he was still in character. Okay, so at one point you show up as Will Smith. You sit down. Chris Rock comes out. Chris Rock makes a joke. You laugh. Now, do you laugh as Will Smith? Or do you laugh as the character that you won the doggone Oscar with? Right? But another case, right? Once you actually really looked over at your wife, and she wasn't too fond about it, right? Then you get your ass up, you go on stage, slap Chris Rock, who leans into the doggone slap, right? You slap him, you giggle or you smirk, you sit back. So again, you out of character because you smirked about it. So then, once you get back to your seat, you go back into character. So you out of character, in character, out of character, in character, right? So hey, people, you don't sit there and talk about nobody. It is what it you know. It is what it is. But all what I'm saying is this: I've I've never put anything past anybody, especially these motherfuckers that actually like really in the industry, right? We don't actually really know what these motherfuckers do, or we may have an idea what the fuck they do, right? But I just look at it like this: when you give somebody keys to the car, when you give somebody, put like this, when you give your teenager the keys to your car, right? Because they didn't word the shit out of you for every other day. Hey, guess what? Daddy, let me have the keys to the car. Daddy, let me have the keys to the car. Or mama, let me have the keys to the car. And then afterwards, all right, motherfucker, huh? Take it. Then you go out and wreck the motherfucker. And then you be like, you know what? That's why I didn't let you have the keys to the car. But then what does the child say? But what does the child say? Right? Oh, daddy, mama, we got insurance. You can go get it fixed. But it ain't quite that simple. Right? And guess what? That's what the fuck Will is actually really breaking on. Right? You boycotted this shit back in 2016. That was you begging them. That was you begging your daddy to drive the damn car. So guess what? He let you drive the car. Now you fucked it off. And then you even said it. I hope that this doesn't ban me from the Academy or the Oscars or whatever the fuck that he said. Right? But I'm actually really getting to a point here because my thing is this, right? The one thing that everybody ain't talking about, your ass might need to start talking about it, right? Because of what the fuck old boy, William Villa. Okay, whatever that is. But in our case, what I'm saying is this, right? What motherfuckers need to be talking about, they ain't talking about. Everybody's motherfucking focused on the slap, but I know better. I know better, right? And I actually really think that's the only reason why old boy William Thomas, now Via Thomas, or Leah Thomas, or whatever the fuck he want to call himself, he's like, well, shit. Serena doing it. Ain't nobody questioning her. So how come I can't do it? Right? That's just how you have to. I'm telling you this. Oh, no. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, I already know what the fuck somebody going to try to say. Well, okay, so what if we start breaking females that are just as big, if not bigger than Serena? Right? You gonna call them men too? Well, hey, what T.O. said at one time? Hey, look, if it looked like a duck, walk like a duck, quack like a duck, guess what? It's probably a duck, people. Trying to portray something else that they can't possibly be. That's like, again, I don't put nothing past motherfucking sports medicine, so-called sports competition. I don't put nothing past that. Hell, as far as I know, hell, they probably been doing this shit for years, right? Meaning that this is pre-Caitlyn Jenner. So hey, it is what it is, people. It is what it is. What a motherfucker is. Anytime when motherfuckers put like this, they started cloning motherfuckers back in the 40s. So here's the deal: if they was cloning people way back then, at least and if it's a lie, then they told it, right? But if let's just say that okay, if they was cloning motherfuckers back in the 40s, right? What makes you think that they didn't go in there? Probably right that men from okay, that's something new. That I'm getting comments, but they not coming through on my actual deal. So, oh, but in either case, my whole deal is right. The powers that be, the powers that shouldn't be, right? These motherfuckers actually really come up with some shit, right? And then for those of us that actually really, for those of y'all, right, really don't know what the fuck to look for, then you actually really pass that shit off. So with that being said, hey, guess what? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dad, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door, cross street, round the corner, Papa's Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Till next time.